2022 Honda CRF 1100L Africa Twin. The greater the challenge, the greater the reward. We say bring it on. Inspired by the legend of Dakar with hard-hitting performance, blacked-out detailing and sharp new graphics straight from a rally racing stage, the CRF 1100L Africa Twin is born to perform when the going gets tough. It's been over 3 decades since the Honda XR-V 650 Africa Twin first rolled into Europe, and while the motorcycle that now bears its name, launched in 2016 as the CRF 1000L Africa Twin, was a brand new machine from the wheels up, it fully inherited the essence and spirit of what made the original so popular. Since its 2016 reintroduction, the legendary Africa Twin adventure touring platform has undergone steady improvements aimed at carrying out its true adventure ethos, and that is once again the case for the 2022 model year. The sporting and off-road performance-oriented standard version now comes with the same rear carrier as its more distance riding-oriented Adventure Sports S sibling. Meanwhile, that version gets a shorter windscreen for improved visibility. Both Africa Twin versions are compatible with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and both are available with either a manual gearbox or Honda's advanced automatic dual-clutch transmission, which has a program change for 2022, delivering smoother shifting in the lower gears. It was the balance between power and weight that was at the heart of the original bike's appeal, just as it was for the new model. With its unique, athletic appearance, an enjoyable, usable engine and capable, comfortable chassis, the CRF 1000L Africa Twin proved itself a true modern-day all-rounder and has been hugely popular with round-the-world adventurers, around-town commuters and weekend tours alike. 2018 saw the Africa Twin, in both manual transmission and dual-clutch transmission, DCT form, receive throttle-by-wire, TBW control plus 3 riding modes, expanded Honda selectable torque control, HSTC, options, as well as intake and exhaust development for improved engine response and sound. The platform also expanded, the new Africa Twin Adventure Sports, with the same updates but featuring improved wind protection, greater tank range and longer travel suspension, extended the machine even further in the long-range territory. For the 2020 year model, the introduction of a bigger capacity, longer-stroke 1084cc engine marked another landmark in the evolution of the Africa Twin. The touring comfort, technology and ability of the CRF 1100L Africa Twin Adventure Sports were further enhanced, adding the option of Showa electronically equipped ride adjustment, Showa EERA, and the CRF 1100L Africa Twin itself was comprehensively redrawn with an aggressive, compact rally style and even sharper off-road focus. Alongside the increase in power and torque from the new engine, it was also significantly lighter, in keeping with the first principles set out all those years ago. The 20YM CRF 1100L Africa Twin came with a sharply renewed focus on off-road core ability, that brought with it the look and feel of a true rally machine. The 20YM change made it smaller, slimmer, lower and 4 kilograms lighter than the previous 998cc model, and offered stronger performance with changes to the engine that produced 7% more peak power, 6% more peak torque and much greater strength everywhere in the rev range. It was also Honda's first EUR-05 compliant engine. The frame too was completely revised and featured a new bolt-on aluminium subframe. The aluminium swing arm was based on that of the CRF 450R Moto crosser. At the center of the Africa Twin Adventure Sports, a 6-axis inertial measurement unit, IMU, controls not only the 7-level HSTC but also 3-level wheelie control, cornering ABS, with off-road setting, rear lift control and DCT cornering detection. There are 4 default riding modes: urban, tour, gravel and off-road. Tailored for complete control, the riding position features a slim section seat and high-set handlebars. Dual LED daytime running lights, DRL, give optimum visibility, improving safety. Cruise control is standard fit. A full-color multi-information display, mid, 6.5-inch TFT touchscreen brings immersive engagement with the machine's systems, plus Apple CarPlay and Bluetooth connectivity, with Android Auto functionality introduced in early 2021. For 2022, the CRF 1100L Africa Twin now features refined dual-clutch transmission, DCT, settings for even smoother handling in first and second gears, standard fitment for the aluminium rear carrier, and striking ultra-modern, big logo, graphics. Engine: the SOHC 8-valve parallel twin engine's essential architecture remained unchanged for the 2020 update, but displacement increased to 1084 cc, up from 998 cc. As a result, peak power increased from 70 kilowatts to 75 kilowatts at 7,500 revolutions per minute and peak torque from 99 newton meters to 105 newton meters at 6,250 revolutions per minute. Significantly, the obvious increase in both power and torque made itself felt from 2,500 revolutions per minute all the way through to the red line. To create the larger capacity, bore remained at 92 mm but stroke was lengthened to 81.5 mm, from 75.1 mm, with a compression ratio of 10.11. Aluminium cylinder sleeves saved weight. Thanks to other detailed weight savings in the transmission and elsewhere, the manual transmission version of the 1084cc engine shaved 2.5 kilograms from the previous 998cc power unit, and the DCT version 2.2 kilograms. The cylinder head was also completely revised, and new 46mm throttle bodies introduced. The bore and cylinder pitches were aligned to create a smooth air intake profile. The AQ setting updated and injector angle modified to deliver a more direct spray into reshaped twin spark combustion chambers. Other changes included optimized valve timing and increased inlet, from 9.2 to 10.1 mm, and exhaust, from 8.6 to 9.3 mm. To match and deal with the upgraded intake efficiency and gas flow, the exhaust end can have featured a new variable exhaust control valve, ECV, very similar to the unit fitted to the Fireblade. It offers enhanced engine performance and efficiency as it opens at higher RPM and gives a pleasing exhaust note, pulse, at lower RPM. The engine's fundamentals remained unchanged. Honda's SOHC Unicam valve train is a feature of the MX competition specification CRF 450R, and the low set position of the cast camshaft contributes to the compact nature of the cylinder head and entire engine package. The 270 degrees phased crankshaft and uneven firing interval create its distinctive throb. The crankcases are split vertically. The water pump is housed efficiently within the clutch casing with a thermostat integrated into the cylinder head. Manual and DCT versions of the engine share common crankcases with only minor external differences. The water and oil pumps are both driven by the engine's balancer shafts. It's a semi-dry sump design with in-tank lower crankcase oil storage. This allows a lower pan depth that keeps overall engine height low. As the pressure-fed pump is located within the tank where it delivers its oil from, there is no need for a pressure feed passage. Secondary vibrations are neutralized by the mutually reciprocating motion of the pistons, while primary inertial and coupling vibrations are cancelled by the use of biaxial balance shafts. The aluminium clutch center and pressure plate use assist cams to ease upshifts and slipper cams for deceleration and downshifting. The clutch diameter was reduced in size compared to the previous design, with reduced spring tension for lighter lever feel. The 6-speed manual gearbox uses the same shift cam design as found on the CRF 450R to ensure positive changes. A quickshifter remains available as an optional extra. Engine and chassis management electronics. The Africa Twins engine received the benefits of throttle-by-wire (TBW) control in 2018, allowing much finer management of engine output and character, as well as expanded Honda Selectable Torque Control (HSTC) for rear tire grip. For 2020, the system evolved to work in conjunction with a 6-axis IMU. The electronic system offers 4 levels of power and 3 levels of engine braking. There are 7 levels of HSTC, with each level's amount of intervention being optimized to work with real-time input, yaw, roll angle and rate, from the IMU. The spacing of the levels has been optimized to allowing the rider a finer choice of the amount of rear tire slide for off-road riding. HSTC can also be turned off completely. Wheelie control is another feature that was introduced in 2020. Again, with the IMU measuring pitch angle and rate, and controlling engine torque via TBW, the rider can choose between 3 levels of input. Level 1 allows for intended wheel lift but suppresses any sudden movement. Level 3 stops any front wheel elevation and Level 2 is midway between the two. Wheelie control can also be turned off completely. There are 4 default riding mode settings: Tour, Urban, Gravel and Off-Road to cover most riding conditions and situations, plus 2 customizable user settings. Even within the default riding modes, it's possible to change some parameters. HSTC between levels 1 to 7, plus off, wheelie control between levels 1 to 3, plus off, and DCTS mode shift pattern levels 1 to 3. Dual clutch transmission. Honda has sold over 200,000 DCT-equipped motorcycles across Europe since the system first appeared as an option on the VFR 1200F in 2009. Testament to its acceptance in the marketplace, in 2020 DCT versions of Africa Twin, including Adventure Sports version, accounted for 47% of the model's sales. The unique DCT system delivers consistent, super-fast seamless gear changes, and very quickly becomes second nature in use. It uses 2 clutches, one for startup in first, third and fifth gears, the other for second, fourth and sixth, with the main shaft for each clutch located inside the other for compact packaging. Each clutch is independently controlled by its own electro-hydraulic circuit. When a gear change occurs, the system pre-selects the target gear using the clutch not currently in use. The first clutch is then electronically disengaged as, simultaneously, the second clutch engages. The result is a consistent, fast and seamless gear change. Furthermore, as the twin clutches transfer drive from one gear to the next with minimal interruption of the drive to the rear wheel, any gear change shock and pitching of the machine is minimized, making the change feel direct as well as smooth. The extra benefits of durability, as the gears cannot be damaged by missing a gear, impossibility of stalling, low-stress urban riding, reduced rider fatigue and greater ability to focus on cornering lines and braking points add to DCT's appeal. 3 modes of operation are available. MT mode gives full manual control, allowing the rider to shift with the handlebar trigger control buttons. Automatic D mode is ideal for city and highway riding, and achieves optimum fuel efficiency. Automatic S mode offers 3 levels of sportier riding, as the AQ lets the engine reverend a little higher before shifting up, and shifts down sooner when decelerating for extra engine braking. In either D or S mode, DCT offers immediate manual intervention if required. The rider simply selects the required gear using the up and down shift triggers on the left handlebar. At an appropriate time, DCT seamlessly reverts back to automatic mode, depending on throttle angle, vehicle speed and gear position. DCT for the Africa Twin is also fully equipped to operate in an adventure environment, with off-road functionality enhanced by the G-switch accessed via the TFT touchscreen display. Activating the G-switch in any riding mode improves the feel for available traction and machine control by reducing the amount of clutch slip during gear changes. Further functionality for the DCT system comes in the form of incline detection, by means of which the gear shift pattern is adapted depending on the grade of an incline to provide optimum control. A new feature for the CRF 1100L Africa Twins DCT system for the change to the 1100cc model for 2020 was cornering detection. When the IMU recognizes the bike is cornering, the system subtly adjusts the shifting program for the most natural gear changes. For 2022, the DCT settings have been further optimized in first and second gears to allow smoother handling from a standing start and at very low speeds. Chassis at the very heart of the Africa Twins' elevated on- and off-road performance is a Boschum 7.106-axis inertial measurement unit, IMU, tucked away at the center of the machine, that measures, in real-time, roll angle, rate, pitch angle, rate and yaw angle, rate. It manages rear-wheel traction via TBW and HSTC, front braking grip through cornering abs, front wheel lift through wheelie control and also adds rear lift control. In conjunction with the addition of IMU control, for its 2020 evolution the strength and rigidity balance of the steel semi-double cradle frame was completely re-examined by Honda's development engineers to boost off-road ability, at the same time reinforcing its all-round on-road manners. Rigidity around the steering head was optimized to enhance feel for front-end grip. The main spars were made slimmer and straighter and did away with the front cross pipe. A bolt-on aluminium subframe, finished in red, replaced the integral steel structure of the previous design to reduce width by 40 mm to 195 mm, crucial for easier ground reach. The lighter aluminium swing arm, taking its direction from the design used by the CRF 450R, improved rigidity improves rear-wheel traction and rider feel. With stroke length of 230 mm, the 45 mm Showa cartridge-type inverted front fork offers long travel bump absorption and features revised internal settings to improve both on and off-road performance. Rebound and compression damping are fully adjustable. A cast aluminium top yoke and forged bottom yoke, joined by hollow aluminium stem shaft, clamp the fork legs with 2 bolts each top and bottom. Matching the front suspension, the Showa rear shock delivers 220 mm axle travel and features a 46 mm cylinder and remote reservoir for stable damping control under extreme off-road riding conditions. Spring preload can be adjusted via a dial on the shock body. Rebound and compression damping are also fully adjustable. The swingarm pivot point's inner plates use 600 megapascals high-strength steel, and the upper cross tube that connects them acts as the rear shock upper mount, through a pillow ball joint, improving feel for rear-wheel traction. The IMU takes in lean angle, deceleration, from front, rear wheel speed sensors, and incorporates the slip rate of the front and rear wheels to manage braking pressure through the abs. Likewise, if it detects sudden rear wheel lift, it finely controls brake force to maintain stability. When stationary, the rear abs can be cancelled for off-road riding. Compact 2-piece radial mount 4-piston calipers work dual 310 mm wave, floating discs through sintered pads. The rear 256 mm wave disc features hole punching and shaping. 21/18" front rear, stainless steel, spoked wheels wear 90/90-21 and 150/70-18 tires. Block pattern tires, Continental 90/90-21 m, circa 54s and 150/70 m, circa 70q, rated at 180 km/h and 160 km/h respectively, are approved for fitment. Ground clearance is 250 mm, with wheelbase of 1,574 mm and rake and trail of 27 degrees 30, 113 mm. Wet weight is 226 kilograms.